What if the secret to regaining your strength, stamina, and confidence after 60 has been sitting in your kitchen this whole time? And what if that very ingredient could help restore the energy and performance you thought age had quietly taken away? Stay with me, because I'm about to show you how one humble food can work from the inside out naturally and powerfully to bring your vitality back. Gentlemen, if you're over 60 and have noticed something feels off with your energy or performance, especially in those private moments you're not imagining it, that tightness, weakness, or lack of responsiveness you've been brushing off as just getting older is often your body's way of sounding an alarm. What may start as subtle cramps or a dip in vigor can be an early sign of a deeper problem. Your circulation is struggling. And when blood flow slows down, everything from your physical vitality to your self-confidence pays the price. I'm Dr. Nana, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience. In my clinic, I've helped thousands of men reignite their energy and restore healthy circulation, not with risky pills or invasive surgeries, but with simple, science-backed solutions you can start at your own kitchen table. Here's the truth: declining performance is not an inevitable part of aging. More often than not, it's a fixable pipeline problem, and your diet can be one of the most powerful tools to correct it. Today, I'll reveal 3 potent foods, all backed by research, that can rapidly boost blood flow where it matters most. One of them works so quickly that you could notice a difference in just a few days. We're talking about more strength, fewer cramps, and renewed vitality without turning to exotic, expensive superfoods. These are affordable, accessible ingredients you might already have in your pantry. If you're serious about reclaiming your energy and performance naturally, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Every week on Senior Health Boost, I share science-driven strategies to help men thrive well past 60. Drop a 1 in the comments if this resonates with you, or O if you feel like you've tried everything and are still searching for real answers. Your feedback helps me create the content you need most. Let's start with the first circulation-reviving food, a humble ingredient that most men walk right past in the produce aisle. It's cheap, pungent, and often overlooked, but it holds one of the most powerful keys to restoring what many fear they're quietly losing: performance, energy, and confidence. That food is garlic. But garlic isn't just another flavor booster, it's a scientifically proven circulation enhancer. Inside each clove is a powerful compound called allicin, and studies show it can help relax blood vessels, widen arteries, and lower blood pressure. These effects are crucial for maintaining strong blood flow, especially to the lower body. By the time you reach your 60s, your blood vessels are no longer as flexible as they once were, and your body produces less nitric oxide, the natural chemical that keeps arteries open and blood moving freely. That decline directly affects your stamina, physical responsiveness, and overall vitality. Here's where garlic shines. It helps your blood vessels expand naturally, strengthens the lining of your arteries, and supports the body's ability to repair damage without forcing anything artificial. No blue pills, no harsh side effects, just better circulation through a food that has been healing hearts and bodies for centuries. That's why I call garlic nature's blood flow activator. It doesn't just mask the symptoms, it helps fix the root problem from the inside out. While medications often target just one pathway, garlic works on several at once, promoting arterial health, controlling inflammation, and boosting nitric oxide production. I've seen the transformation firsthand. Men in my clinic who began adding fresh garlic to their daily routine reported noticeable improvements in energy, stamina, and performance in the most personal parts of life. Even skeptical physicians have changed their view, not because of hype, but because they watched patients return month after month with measurable, consistent, and very real results. Let's break this down. The magic of garlic begins with allicin, a natural compound that forms when you crush or chop fresh cloves. Once it's in your system, allicin helps produce hydrogen sulfide, a signaling molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. This process does 3 crucial things. 1. Widens your arteries, improving blood flow to key areas like your heart, legs, and lower body. 2. Helps clear plaque buildup, making it easier for blood to circulate freely. 3. Supports healthy blood pressure control without pushing your body too hard. The result? Better circulation, stronger responsiveness, and more energy without relying on synthetic fixes. And it's not just something you read about, it's something you can feel: greater stamina, improved clarity, and a body that feels alive again. So, how do you actually make this work for you? Start with 3 to 4 raw garlic cloves daily, and in a moment, I'll show you exactly how to prepare and take them so you get the maximum benefit without the unpleasant side effects. So now that you know how garlic can work, like nature's blood flow activator, opening your arteries, improving circulation, and bringing energy back where you need it most, let's talk about exactly how to use it, and then we'll move on to the second powerhouse food that works in a completely different way. If you can handle the bold flavor, the simplest method is to chew the raw cloves directly. But I understand that sharp bite can be intense, even for the toughest among us. In that case, try crushing the cloves and mixing them with a little honey. Not only does honey soften the taste, but it also adds its own health benefits, making the experience far more pleasant. Here's a crucial tip. After crushing the garlic, let it sit for about 10 minutes before eating. This isn't just a random waiting period, it allows the allicin, the active compound, to fully form and reach its peak potency. Skip this step, and you're leaving some of garlic's best benefits on the table. If chewing or honey mixtures still aren't your style, there's another option: garlic juice. You can take up to 5 grams twice a day, ideally with meals. It's strong, yes, but it delivers a concentrated dose of what your circulation craves. Whether you're chewing, mixing, or juicing, the golden rule remains the same: consistency is everything. Garlic isn't a one-time miracle, it's a daily commitment. Think of it like tending a garden. You can't water it once and expect a full bloom the next morning. Garlic works slowly, strengthening your circulation day after day. But if you stick with it, really stick with it, within a few weeks you're likely to notice big changes: better energy levels, more fluid movement, and a stronger connection to parts of your body that may have felt distant or less responsive in recent years. And remember, this is just the first layer of your circulation restoration strategy. Garlic works primarily through its sulfur compounds, but the next food takes an entirely different path. Instead of sulfur, it uses special fatty acids to tackle inflammation, protect your arteries, and give your cardiovascular system a serious boost. From another angle, let's dive in, because this could be exactly what your body has been missing. Most men grow up with a certain image of strength drilled into them. A big, juicy steak on the grill, sizzling with flavor, is seen as the ultimate man food. But here's the twist: modern cardiovascular science paints a very different picture. And if you're over 60, noticing shifts in your energy, circulation, or bedroom confidence, this new picture matters more than you might think. When it comes to healthy blood flow, especially down there, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines leave red meat in the dust. These fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, and what they do inside your body is nothing short of remarkable. They help restore healthy circulation, support erectile function, and cool the silent inflammation that slowly chips away at your stamina, energy, and overall performance. The benefits aren't vague or general wellness fluff, they're targeted. Fatty fish feed the exact biological systems that keep your blood moving freely, your vessels open, and your body responsive when you need it most. A lot of people know fish is good for the brain, and yes, it is excellent for memory and mental sharpness, but what many don't realize is that omega-3s, especially the types called EPA and DHA, are also essential for vascular health. These compounds help repair and strengthen the linings of your blood vessels, make your arteries more flexible, and support the production of nitric oxide, the chemical signal your body uses to tell your arteries, open up and let the blood flow. Let's break this down into plain English. EPA and DHA work like skilled mechanics for your circulatory system. First, they calm inflammation inside your arteries, which helps keep them clear and reduces the risk of blockages. Second, they prevent stiffness, which means your blood vessels can expand and contract easily, keeping your circulation smooth and steady. Third, they nurture the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of your arteries, which helps regulate both your blood pressure and your blood flow. And these aren't surface-level benefits. They go deep, right into the core of your cardiovascular system, addressing the root problems that often cause men over 60 to deal with cold hands and feet, low energy, slow healing, or frustrating changes in sexual function. Think about it. All of those signs: sluggishness, chill in the extremities, slower recovery, often trace back to one thing: poor circulation. And the fix isn't a prescription pill that masks symptoms, it's in the foods you put on your plate week after week. When you eat omega-3 rich fish regularly, here's what happens: your blood becomes better at carrying oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body. Your arteries stay more flexible, your heart pumps more efficiently, and your entire system feels lighter, less weighed down by inflammation. That heavy, fatigued feeling many men describe? Omega-3s help lift it, replacing it with a sense of vitality you can actually feel in your daily life. A real-life example: when Robert, a 65-year-old retired teacher, first came to see me, I could tell before he said a word that something was wrong. His skin had a dull tone, his shoulders slumped, and there was a tired heaviness in his eyes. His hands and feet were cold, even in warm weather. And although he never came right out and said it, the frustration etched across his face spoke volumes about the areas of his life that were being affected. Robert told me he'd been feeling like he was running on empty for months. He'd tried multivitamins, experimented with over-the-counter supplements, and even considered asking his doctor for prescription medication, but nothing had made a meaningful difference. So I suggested something simple but powerful: a dietary shift. 3 servings of fatty fish per week: salmon, mackerel, or sardines, and a commitment to cut out processed, packaged meals that were draining his health rather than feeding it. 6 weeks later, Robert walked into my office with a completely different energy. His skin had more color. He said he was sleeping through the night again, waking up rested instead of groggy. His hands were warm to the touch. And he had started taking morning walks, not shuffling along with heavy steps, but moving with purpose and ease. But the moment that truly stayed with me was when he said, with a quiet smile, "My wife told me she feels like she's got me back." It wasn't just about better circulation, it was about reclaiming the parts of life he thought he'd lost forever. And that's the real power of omega-3s from fatty fish. They don't just improve numbers on a medical chart, they transform the way you feel, move, and connect. So, as you think about your own meals this week, ask yourself, is what you're eating building your circulation and energy or quietly chipping away at it? Because garlic and fatty fish together form a one-two punch. One tackles circulation through sulfur compounds, the other through anti-inflammatory fatty acids. And when you combine them, you give your cardiovascular system the support it needs from 2 powerful, natural directions. Up next, we're going to explore the third food in this trilogy, one that works through yet another pathway, adding even more strength to your circulation and performance toolkit. And just like garlic and fatty fish, it's not exotic, not expensive, and could be sitting in your local grocery store right now. Are you ready to find out what it is? Let's move on. Fatty fish is more than just a meal, it's a full-body ally, working quietly but powerfully to restore your circulation and vitality. But to complete this circulation-boosting trifecta, there's one last food we need to talk about. And this one attacks the problem from yet another angle. That's the real strength of fatty fish. It's not a quick fix. It's real nourishment, something your body actually knows how to use. Let's pause here to appreciate the difference between natural healing and pharmaceuticals. Most prescription medications focus on a single pathway. They block or trigger a specific chemical. Sure, they might work for a time, but too often they come with side effects and they rarely solve the root issue. Fatty fish, on the other hand, works holistically. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, clearing the way for healthier blood flow. They repair and fortify your blood vessels, which naturally improves performance. They protect your heart, enhance circulation from head to toe, and deliver clean, high-quality protein to help maintain muscle strength as you age. This is a whole-body solution. It doesn't force your system into temporary balance, it supports your body so it can restore balance on its own. And it's never too late to start. Your body hasn't forgotten how to heal. It simply needs the right building blocks. Every time you choose wild salmon over processed meat, or grilled mackerel instead of a frozen dinner, you're sending your body a message: I'm giving you what you need. You don't need extreme diets or complicated rules. You need consistency. Small, smart choices repeated week after week can bring back your energy, improve blood flow, and yes, enhance performance in the most personal ways. But fatty fish is just the foundation. The final piece in this strategy is a category of food most men don't think about when it comes to strength, vitality, and circulation. And yet, it directly tackles one of the most silent but damaging issues facing men over 60, oxidative stress, the internal wear and tear that weakens blood vessels from the inside out. The solution? Citrus fruits. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons. These bright, zesty foods rarely come up in conversations about male vitality. But they should. They offer something deeply valuable, a direct, natural boost to blood flow, energy, and physical performance, especially in areas that matter most. Citrus fruits bring together vitamin C, flavonoids, and other bioactive compounds in a way that works synergistically for your circulation. And here's the surprising truth. While many men invest in protein powders or testosterone boosters, they're skipping one of the simplest, most accessible tools for better blood flow. Adding just one serving of citrus a day, a fresh orange in the morning, a grapefruit half at lunch, or even a tall glass of lemon water can create a noticeable difference in how your blood moves through your body. Here's why. By the time a man reaches 60, two hidden problems often begin to slow him down: oxidative stress and stiffened arteries. These aren't just nuisances, they're silent disruptors. They weaken blood vessel walls, limit blood flow, and gradually chip away at stamina, energy, and performance. This is where citrus steps in as a quiet hero. Vitamin C in citrus plays a vital role in producing collagen, the protein that keeps blood vessel walls strong and flexible. Without enough collagen, those vessels can become brittle and narrow, making it harder for blood to flow freely. Strong, supple arteries mean better oxygen delivery, higher energy, and improved function where it counts. But vitamin C isn't the only star here. The flavonoids in citrus, compounds like hesperidin and naringenin found in oranges and grapefruits, support the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. This lining is critical for controlling blood flow and pressure. Flavonoids help stimulate the release of nitric oxide, the body's natural signal to relax and widen the vessels. And nitric oxide matters a lot. Without enough of it, blood vessels can't expand fully when you need increased circulation, whether that's for exercise, energy, or intimate performance. Citrus delivers a powerful two-pronged benefit. 1. Protects your arteries from the oxidative damage that weakens them over time. 2. Helps your vessels open up when greater blood flow is needed. It's this combination, protection plus responsiveness, that makes citrus such an effective ally for older men who want to reclaim energy, vitality, and confidence. And the best part, you don't need massive changes to see results. Just like garlic and fatty fish, the real magic is in the consistency. A small daily serving of citrus, paired with a diet rich in circulation-friendly foods, can create a noticeable shift in how your body feels and performs. Up next, we'll break down how to combine all three of these foods into a simple, realistic routine, so you're not just learning what works, but actually putting it into action for lasting results. We've just seen how citrus fruits protect and energize your circulation from the inside out. Now, let's go deeper into how to make them part of your everyday life, because knowing is one thing, but using them consistently is where the real change happens. Each citrus fruit carries a unique combination of circulation-friendly nutrients. Vitamin C shields your blood vessels from oxidative damage and supports the production of collagen and elastin, the flexible proteins your arteries depend on for strength and resilience. Flavonoids, including flavonones and anthocyanins, calm inflammation, help vessels widen more easily, and increase your body's nitric oxide production for smoother blood flow. Even the natural sugars in citrus provide quick, usable energy without the sharp crash that refined sweets cause. And the fiber? It helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which is essential for keeping your circulation strong over time. One of my patients, James, a 68-year-old retiree, came to me feeling worn down. He couldn't sleep well. His hands and feet stayed cold even in warm weather. By mid-morning, his energy would crash. His blood work was decent, but he didn't feel sharp or strong anymore. Instead of reaching for supplements or prescriptions, we tried something simple. Every morning, a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, not the shelf-stable, sugar-laden kind, but cold-pressed, pure juice. Throughout the day, he kept a water bottle with lemon slices, sipping steadily. 8 weeks later, his posture looked stronger, his hands were warm, and his energy lasted well into the afternoon. His daily walks felt easier, and his mood had shifted. "I feel more present," he told me, "more confident." James hadn't overhauled his life, he'd simply added a habit. Citrus gave his body the raw materials it needed to rebuild what time had started to wear down. And that's the lesson. It doesn't need to be complicated, it just needs to be consistent. Start your day with a small glass of fresh orange juice or cold-pressed juice with no added sugar. Keep lemon-infused water on hand to sip throughout the day, ensuring a steady supply of vitamin C and flavonoids. Need a light snack? Grapefruit segments before lunch or in the mid-afternoon help circulation and control cravings. Cooking dinner? Squeeze lemon over fish, salads, or vegetables. Just a few drops can make a real difference. For convenience, pre-slice lemons or oranges and store them in a sealed container in the fridge. That way, you're always ready to boost your circulation without effort. Aim for at least one solid serving each day, a cup of orange juice, half a grapefruit, or a generous squeeze of lemon over your meals. Subtle improvements, warmer fingers and toes, steadier energy often appear within 4 to 6 weeks. For stronger, longer-lasting results, commit to 2 or 3 months of steady intake. Think of citrus not as a quick spark, but as a steady fuel source. It feeds your blood vessel walls, keeps them elastic, and restores healthy function from the inside out. You don't have to be perfect. Progress comes from showing up for your body every day with small, intentional steps. If you've made it this far, you're already far ahead of most men. And you might be asking, how do I actually work all 3 of these foods into my daily routine? That's exactly what we'll cover next. A clear, no guesswork plan you can follow starting today. But before we get there, let's address something I see over and over again in my clinic. A man walks in low energy, cold feet, slow circulation, and growing frustration, especially with performance in the bedroom. And what's the first thing he reaches for? A pill, Viagra, Cialis, or some other quick fix. It's almost automatic. I understand the urgency. I understand the pressure. But here's what I've seen, time after time. This fast-track approach doesn't restore anything. It might create a temporary change, but it doesn't rebuild the system that makes lasting performance possible. Quick fixes might feel like the answer, but they don't rebuild the foundation your body needs. And if you want lasting change, more energy, better circulation, stronger performance, you have to address the cause, not just the symptoms. Pills only mask what your body is trying to tell you, and that masking comes at a higher cost than most men realize. This fix-it-now mindset trains us to treat symptoms instead of asking the tougher, more important question: why is this happening in the first place? When you ignore the root cause, poor circulation, clogged vessels, nutrient deficiencies, you pass up the opportunity to truly heal. I've seen men take pills for years while their energy sinks lower, their circulation grows weaker, and their confidence fades away. Not because age is working against them, but because they've never given their body the right tools to repair itself. Yes, erectile dysfunction medications can create short-term improvements, but they also bring baggage, headaches, digestive discomfort, unstable blood pressure, and risky interactions with other prescriptions. And none of them actually improve blood flow in a lasting way. Over time, reliance builds, a pill here, another there, and before you know it, one issue has turned into several. Meanwhile, the underlying problem remains untouched. What most men don't realize is this: even now, even after years of strain, your body can recover. You can restore blood flow, rebuild stamina, and feel fully alive again without depending on chemicals. The solution is far simpler than it sounds. It starts with what you eat. The tragedy is that most men never hear this message. They get stuck in a cycle of short-term solutions that lead nowhere. That ends today. You don't need a complicated diet. You don't need to flip your lifestyle upside down. What you need is a clear, manageable starting point. That's exactly what this 7-day plan delivers. Simple, focused, designed to restore blood flow exactly where it counts by giving your body the nutrients it's been craving. Many men understand the science. They know poor circulation impacts energy, heart health, and bedroom performance. But even with the knowledge, they hesitate. They overthink. They try to do everything all at once and end up doing nothing. This plan takes away that pressure. One clear set of daily actions. Just follow the steps. Let the food do the work. Your step-by-step nutritional plan. 1. Start each morning with garlic. Crush 1 large clove and let it sit for 10 minutes to fully activate its allicin, the compound that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. Mix it with a teaspoon of raw honey and eat it alongside breakfast. If the flavor's too strong, mince the garlic and stir it into scrambled eggs or spread it on whole grain toast with avocado. Morning is ideal because your stomach acid is at its peak, making absorption more efficient. The honey softens the bite and gives you a small, steady energy boost. 2. Mid-morning. Plan your fish-based meal. Take a moment to decide what you'll have: thaw frozen salmon, season fresh mackerel, or open a can of sardines for lunch. Omega-3s from fatty fish improve artery flexibility, reduce inflammation, and enhance circulation throughout your body, including the areas most important to you. Aim for at least 3 to 4 servings per week. Planning ahead helps you avoid grabbing something quick but nutrient-poor. 3. Afternoon. Bring in the citrus. When your energy starts to dip, reach for half a grapefruit, a fresh orange, or a tall glass of lemon water. pre-slice citrus and store it in the fridge, so it's ready to grab. These fruits are rich in vitamin C and flavonoids, which strengthen blood vessels and boost nitric oxide production, keeping circulation steady and helping you power through the rest of the day without caffeine crashes. 4. Pair your foods with simple daily habits. Even the most powerful foods work better when supported by consistent habits. Start with hydration. Your blood is nearly half water, and without enough of it, circulation slows. Drink a glass of water before coffee or tea in the morning. Keep a water bottle with you, and don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. By then, your body's already playing catch up. Next, take a short walk after meals. This isn't about burning calories, it's about stimulating circulation so nutrients and oxygen can reach every part of your body faster. Even 5 to 10 minutes can make a difference in how energized you feel. Up next, we'll combine these foods and habits into a realistic daily rhythm you can actually stick with, no confusion, no guesswork, so you start seeing results that last. By now, you've got the foods, the habits, and the simple daily rhythm that can bring your circulation, energy, and vitality back to life. All that's left is to put it into motion and keep it going. It's not just about what you eat, it's about keeping your blood moving, especially right after you've given your body a nutrient-rich meal. One of the simplest, most underrated ways to do that, a short walk. Just 10 to 15 minutes after lunch or dinner can make a noticeable difference. This isn't a power walk or a workout, it's a gentle, steady movement that encourages digestion, keeps nutrients circulating, and increases blood flow throughout your body, including the pelvic area. Then, there's sleep, the often overlooked foundation of circulation and performance. Many men try to push through fatigue or make up for it with naps, but the truth is, your body does its deepest repair work at night. During deep sleep, blood vessels recover, hormone levels rebalance, and the systems that control your stamina and performance get a chance to reset. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night, and set yourself up for success. Turn off screens at least 30 minutes before bed to give your mind a chance to slow down. Dim the lights, keep your room cool, and block out excess noise. You'll be amazed at the difference, not just in your energy the next day, but in your overall stamina, focus, and mood. The third pillar is stress control, because stress is one of the most silent and destructive performance killers there is. When you're stressed, your blood vessels tighten, your heart rate changes, and cortisol levels rise. Over time, that means less blood flow to the areas where you need it most, plus more wear and tear on your cardiovascular system. Fortunately, the fix is simple and it doesn't require an hour of meditation or a yoga class. Just take 2 minutes in the middle of your day to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, then exhale slowly for a count of 6. Repeat this 3 or 4 times throughout the day. These short resets help lower cortisol, relax your blood vessels, and bring your body back into balance. When you combine these 4 habits, post-meal walks, deep restorative sleep, stress-busting breathwork, and the nutrient-packed foods we've covered, you're not just fueling better circulation. You're creating an internal environment where your body can thrive long-term. And here's the truth. No one gets it right every single day. You might skip the garlic once or twice. You might miss a fish serving. Life will throw curveballs, and that's okay. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Focus on showing up about 80% of the time. That means 6 days out of 7, you're making the right choices. On the other day, don't stress about it. Flexibility is part of sustainability. Men who succeed with this plan aren't the ones following a rigid set of rules, they're the ones building a rhythm. A repeating loop of good food, supportive habits, less pressure, and better energy. That rhythm builds momentum, and momentum keeps you going. Perfection is a moving target, it will always feel out of reach. But consistency pays you back fast. Your circulation, your confidence, and your energy respond to the things you repeat, not to the occasional perfect day. This 7-day action plan is more than just a checklist, it's a doorway. Once you step through, you start giving your body the nutrients and daily habits it's been craving for years. Here's what you can expect. Some men start feeling subtle changes within 2 weeks. Blood flow improves, energy climbs, and mood becomes steadier. But the real transformation happens over time. By staying consistent, even when progress feels slow, you create deep, lasting change. When you commit to this path, you're not just eating better, you're rewriting the way you age. And that kind of transformation doesn't just boost circulation, it gives you back something far greater, your vitality. If you've made it this far, it tells me something important. You're not just curious, you're committed. You're ready to take back control. And that already sets you apart from most men your age. I've seen it happen. Morning energy returns, stamina builds, and confidence flows back in. That nagging self-doubt starts to fade. And when you feel that difference in your own body, it's not just motivating, it's life-changing. You've already done the hardest part, starting. Now it's time to take the next step. Begin the 7-day plan. Let your body respond. Pay attention to the shifts, both the big and the small, because they're all signs that your system is waking back up. This is where it begins. Your time, your energy, your performance, they're still yours. Go take them back. If what you've heard today resonated with you, drop a comment below. I read every single one. Your story might be the spark that helps another man take his first step toward real change. And if you want to keep learning science-backed, natural strategies for thriving after 60, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Senior Health Boost, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new release. The truth is, your best years aren't behind you, they're waiting for you to show up. And now, you have the tools to make them happen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for choosing your health, your strength, and the life you still have ahead. Let's make it the strongest chapter yet.